Oh, it's been a while since I've been on front of the camera. Uh, Presently, since May, I've been in Australia to renew my passport and see a few people, and I'll be leaving in September, early September. Now, in the time that I've been away from where I usually live, the world has popped up a few surprises for us. I mean, not unexpected surprises, but we had Donny getting notice that he should pull his head in, and a few high-ranking world leaders are here and there just sort of either dropped dead or were suffering major inconveniences of some kind or another. And all of these are, what you might call the bad guys. All of them, including Struck. To me, Strumpf and Pertler are in a race to the end. See who's going to be first off, out, away, gone. And I think September, maybe even October, we'll see not only those two guys, but quite a few other bad actors on the world stage. That's my feelings on the matter. It's an opinion. Like things, they get bad, they get worse, and eventually that's the end of that. It all goes gone. And speaking of things going gone, one of the things I intended to do while I was here was to pick up some stuff that I had left in storage on a friend's farm. Now, some years ago he informed me that the farm was going to be sold, and the local storage people didn't have a storage unit available at the time. Anyway, I was supposed to go to somebody else's place, but that didn't happen. It got left there along with his stuff. And of course, you wander off thinking that everybody's going to do the right thing by you. And the company that bought the farm sent somebody in to demolish it. And of course, being a bunch of let's say uneducated country guys, bumpkins, they sort of, the official story according to the company is it got sent to the tip. I would be more likely to think that it was a case of steal by finding. I'm sure if were able to travel around the countryside checking out all the second-hand this and that shops, I'd probably find some of it. Anyway, that's my life up to the age of 65, including all my school achievements, various bits of certification, lots of photographs, things that I had made with my own hands, books, large books that cost hundreds of dollars, and if you look up on eBay, they're still worth hundreds of dollars. And yeah, all of that, everything, every damn thing. There's quite a lot of it. It's gone. On the bright side, I don't have to pack it all up and pay for it to go overseas. A complete tragedy, but not a disaster. So there you go. That's something I can do nothing about it. At least it wasn't as if I was at home in my bed in the middle of the night and somebody dropped a bomb on it. This happens to some people, doesn't it? So there, that's the. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's the cut-off point for me for. No doubt I will be returning to Australia sometime in the future, but not for strictly personal reasons. There's nothing left here for me. Prices just, well, much more than they were 10 years ago or even 6 years ago last time I was here. I'm told it's because of taxation. They're obviously taxing the wrong people because there's all those very, very rich companies and yes, just a big slice of the pie is millionaires. Although millionaires do. When I was working in taxation, there was a certain cut-off point that you were only going to be paid. No matter how much money you made, it was going to be maximum 30% was tax. So I forget what it was. It was you know, once you had $1 million, you were right. That was it. You're only going to pay 30%. Whereas if you were just, what was it? I don't know. Last I heard, your first 6,000 was yours, and then it goes up in little steps. Increased rate. So let's say 25% or 20% of a person who's never going to have $1 million versus 30% for somebody that's probably got a lot more than $1 million. Well, that's the way things are. But if they need more money to do whatever it is they want to do with the tax money, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't been following what the dogs have been doing in Parliament because I long ago figured out that you vote for the party that's going to throw the scraps in your direction. That's it. There's no great expectations of a fair deal anymore. You just go, I'm in this line of business, that party will throw their scraps to me. Or I'm in that line of business and that party will throw their scraps to me. I think I figured that one out about 40 years ago. Yep, things have not changed. That said, on the bright side, I was here for winter, which is like it was going to be 3 winters in a row, and I got to miss out on the heat wave in Europe. Like when the temperature is like sitting on 30 something for days on end, and maybe even 40 something for days on end, as it did there. That's the kind of wonderful summer weather that I was quite glad to go to the other side of the world and enjoy a bit of snow in winter, just to get away from that. We'll just see how that one works out. If it's totally unavoidable, I'll just have to move up into the mountains or something. But no, not coming back here. It's just been going downhill for the last 30 years or 40 years, as it would be now. Well, I can't do anything about that. As I am no longer a resident, I'm still a citizen, but I'm no longer a resident. And if you're not a resident, you basically, you don't have you don't have an address. And good luck with registering to vote. Yeah. And that's that. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to going back to what I now consider as my home. Yeah. And I think I'm good for another 40 years, so we'll see what happens. I expect that within the coming 12 months we'll see the members of the Russian Federation getting a bit restless. Especially like Black Sea, along the Black Sea, because where I live, Romania has its share of the Black Sea coast. We've got over the other side of the Black Sea, running from the Sea of Azov down to the Republic of Georgia, Turkey for that matter, a unique culture of peoples who share a culture that's Caucasian, where Georgia all the way up to almost to Rostov-on-Don, and they also have a wealth of languages. I mean, 3 groups of language: the southern, the northeastern, and northwestern. So the northeastern guys are along the Caspian Sea shore, the northwestern guys are in the Black Sea, and the southerners are Georgia, and some in Turkey as well, but it's just a historical leftover. So they've got all of these people in what I consider to be Eastern Europe, because where I am is it's in the Danube Valley, and therefore must be Central Europe. And if you want to call it Southeastern Europe, well, I'll point you in the general direction of the Caspian Sea for Southeastern Europe. I mean, it's nowhere near the Urals or the Volga. It's Danube, Dnieper, Bug, Sava. There is no nothing Eastern about it, unless you're still thinking in terms of the Iron Curtain, in which case wake up to yourself, go have a look at a map and learn a bit of geography. If your head's still stuck in political rhetoric, post-war political rhetoric, you're either a zombie or you're just ugh. You're just out of it. Okay, that's enough of that. But I will reiterate: we have come to a time in history. I mean, history moves in cycles, you know. You get enough people doing the right thing, and things get better, and then you get people who sort of like get selfish and have everything their own way. Things start to go downhill again, and usually it sort of like manifests itself in selfish individuals being in control of an economy here and there, sort of like a leech latching on and sucking all the blood out for themselves, and yeah, nice people. But as a natural, nature's response to that is that eventually they will have to drop off. I mean, it's not as if there's a metaphysical tick bird comes along and gets them. Well, it's something like that. So, like I say, all those people that I referred to, and it's a long list, so I won't go into. But you will see they, a helicopter crash here, a coup there, a heart attack somewhere else. They're not going to last forever, and if somebody doesn't take themselves out, they might take themselves out. This is history. They either jump or get pushed. There's no, because they won't back down. They won't like Vladimir Vladimirovich. He could have retired in luxury 20 years ago and had his little palace. I don't know if it was built then. His little palace on the Black Sea there, or his house, the 2 swimming pools in the south of Spain on the Costa del Sol there. Yes, you can look that one up on the internet. Yes, you won't be seeing that again either. Yeah, like, these people are so clever that they forget to think ahead. They can't, well, like many people, they can't think past yesterday, including those ones that keep calling Central Europe, Eastern Europe. Stuck in their own little time warp, and eventually the world moves on, and they're, well, for all intents and purposes, they might as well get sucked into a black hole, because that's what they're making for themselves. Okay, that's enough of life, the universe, and everything from me. It's a grey, wet day for a change. We did have a little bit of sunshine came out when I went out to the barbecue out here, the motel with the barbecue, to cook up my bit of beefsteak. Got to walk around on the grass with my bare feet with the sunshine out. time I got back inside again, it was sort of like, it's going to rain eventually, and it did. It has. It's still a bit drizzly out there. I mean, I'm looking out the window now, and it's just grey sky with misty distance trees up there. Yep. Anyway, so that's it. Do I have anything else to say? It's the 17th of August. Happy birthday to everyone who's having a birthday on the 17th of August. And yes, and good luck. Anyway, watch and see what happens. That's my my little attempt at prognosticating the course of history for the oncoming few months, this year, next year, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. That's the course I see unfolding. Every bad actor is about to get his, they've been dishing it out. Please give me this. This is how I want. This is what I want. This is how I want to be treated. Please do it back to me. I will feel so much better. That's do unto others as you would be done by, kind of thing. Yep. Well, let's see if it happens or not. I would, if I could find a reliable betting agency, put money on it. I don't need to win any bets at the moment. Even with my the loss that I have suffered this week, I only found out on Monday. Even with that, I am in a much better position in life than some of these people who, on the surface, they should be happy with what they've got because they seem to have a lot more than everybody else, but there's something missing, and it's not in their bank balance. There's something missing, and it's probably in themselves. Okay, that's it. No, I'm not going to do any push-ups. I do my push-ups twice a day after I have a shower in the morning. That's, as long as you're regular, as long as you do it. You don't have to do it every day, and you don't have to kill yourself. You just have to go like, yeah, that's fine. 10 or 20, whatever you feel like. And I walk everywhere. So I won't be walking back to Sydney though. Bought my ticket. There's a bus ride and a train ride. It cost me $60-something, which is quite strange because it's from here to Sydney, whereas when I was going from Canberra to here, it was only 17. And that was a bus ride and a bus. Yes, it's a bus, one bus and another bus, exchanging it. There's both New South Wales rail services, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe they just automatically gave me the age discount, the pensioners card discount, even though I don't have a pensioners card anymore. That's not a problem. That's just money. It's only worth what you get for it. Bit of security. You don't have to worry about too many things. So you have your inner security, and then you have and your needs are met. And that's as secure. If your needs are being met, well, that's as secure as you're going to get, isn't it? So it's been a rather expensive holiday, simply because, well, motel room, they used to be 70 a night. Now they're 120. It's definitely the wrong time of the year to be sleeping out. Bring your tent and sleeping bag and find a quiet spot out. Well, still a fair way out of town and not on somebody's property. No, not worth it. Not worth it here anyway. We've done that in the past, and it's I can hear the rain and the frogs. Get enough rain, just enough rain to keep the frogs happy. And the ducks are quite happy too. There's a little Butterground Creek runs through here, and it's got ducks and water hen and a few plover running around. The odd ibis. And the rest of the birds, large and small. Yep, there go the frogs. The old railway track's just down here and there. It's full of puddles at the moment, and the frogs are along it. Anyway, enough. Well, that's it. That's it. Oh, well, only half an hour. My goodness. I hope I haven't wasted your time. I'm just thought it was time to say a few things, and I have. Till next time. All the best.